Good morning everyone, welcome to Rhodium Builds. It's a nice chilly day again today here in the UK. We're going to continue straight on from what we did yesterday. I had all the drainage picked up and sorted out. So what we're going to do is we're going to get this in the ground, get it all set out nicely and then move on to the next job. So I'll flip you around and show you what I had planned out yesterday. My original thoughts were I would do it at 45 degrees just to save cutting anything up, and it would pick up the front and the back hoppers and then just go straight off into the Soko. But however, I've decided against that and I'm just going to have it running straight parallel with the house, a good distance away from the chimney breast, having it coming straight through here, pick up these two here and then divert off into the Sokaway. I feel like having a nice long straight run would be better than having like a 45 in the middle, just in case you needed to rod it or anything like that. But enough chit chat. What we're going to do is we've got a fair bit to do today, so we're just going to get straight to it. So I'm going to dig some holes, get some drainage set in, so let's go. So we have the basic trench all ready and set out. Dug that out nicely. It's probably going to need to go up and down a little bit as we see fit, but we've got the run pretty much in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we're going to connect it in and then we're going to go ahead and do it. I've got obviously the downpipe here, but it is not in the final position. I don't know if you can tell, but it is on the wonk. So I'm thinking I'm going to have the downpipe itself going into this. So this would be this way around. So it would probably come over a fair chunk. I don't know if you can see there because of the sun, but I haven't got any 45s on there to bring that down, but I'm going to do that. Bring it down into this, cut a little hole in it, going there. Anyway, I'm going to put a 90 on the bottom of this. And then we're going to have that going straight into this T, and that is going to run straight down there. We're basically going to have exactly the same setup here, down there, but I'm going to be using a 45 instead of a 90, because silly me bought 45s instead of 90s, and I don't know why. Someone commented yesterday saying you need 4 90s rather than 4 45s, but luckily I got one of these. But because of the fall, I think it might actually work out better to have 45s on that end, and on the other side I'm not going to use 90s or 45s at all. I'll explain that when we get to that. Anyway, so this is the plan. I'm going to get the little grinder out, cut up some pipe, and we're going to shimmy it in. That's one part of the drain run set in there nicely. A couple of things I would just like to point out. One, when you're digging a trench for a drainage, quick little tip is before you put the drain run in, so before you put any pipework in and you've just got the trench, go along with your level and make sure that that has got the fall on it in the trench, because as you're looking at it and digging it out, obviously unless you've got stabilers installed in your eyeballs, you don't know if it's got a fall on it or not. So quick little tip to save you having to put the pipework in, then put the level on the top and then lift it out and then drag it out, which is what I had to do because stupidly I didn't put the level on it. So yeah, quick tip, just run the level along it just to make sure that you've got the fall, and then when you put the pipe in there, your fall is already there. And once you've got your pipework in, obviously it is good to put the level across it and check it. And I'd just like to show you this level. I'm going to do a detailed review of this level coming soon, so if you are interested then do think about subscribing down below for that video. But check this out, this level from CapPro. I'd like to shout out CapPro and Rollins Group for sending me over this level to try out and review, so a big thank you to them. I will leave links down below to Rollins Group and also to CapPro and their Instagram, so be sure to go and check them out. But as you can see on here, hopefully there are two sets of lines. The inside two lines are for your standard when you want it level, and the outer two lines are for drainage. That's the specific reason for these lines. So basically you want that bubble touching the second line, and that will give you the correct fall. 2 degree fall, I believe it is. 2% fall, which is for drainage. Which is one of the main reasons why I reached out and said and sort of wanted to test out this level, because that is something that I really wanted to test out. And also just a little sneaky little tidbit, it's got a ruler on it, a tape measure on the side of this level, and another reason why I wanted to try that out, which I'll explain in the review. So yeah, subscribe down below, turn on all notifications so you don't miss that review. Anyway, so what I've done is I have obviously settled this out. I've put a little boat level on there, and then I've gone through and used this level with those lovely lines on there and checked it all the way along, so we've got a nice fall all the way along and it's touching that line. So if I just pick this up, another little tip when you're checking anything, whether it be concrete or pipework or anything, when you pick the level up, always twist it 180 degrees just in case your level is out of level, and that way it will counteract itself and it will read true all the way through. So whenever you go along, always twist it around 180 degrees, and as you can see on there, that is touching that line again. So we'll just go sort of halfway along here. There we go, bang on that line, looking good. So what we're going to do now, I'll just show you this other trap as well while we're here. I've pretty much done exactly the same thing here as I have done at the other end, just get it all set up, but obviously it's higher here because we're on the full and running in, and then we're looking good from here. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and dig a trench underneath this post, our lovely Victorian cast iron lamp post. I'm going to try and dig it so that that's on a 45 degrees, so we go straight through into that manhole, and then we'll put a tee on roundabouts where that spot board is and tee off onto the other side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do that, but just before, oh Christ, I'm falling. But before we do that, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been giving Holly some love in yesterday's video. I did say that her back was playing up. It's again today it's been quite bad, so she is saying thank you to everyone who, well look, there's a bit of dirt on the lens. She just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who's been sending love and saying hope you get better. What I'm going to do is, I'm sure she would like this, I'm going to put her Instagram down below. If anyone would like to go and say get well soon or send her some love, then you are able to down below. I'm sure she would appreciate that, because she's feeling a little bit down the past few days. So yeah, that option there is if you wish to. Right, okay, let's get this drainage sorted. So what we're going to do, like I said, just dig under that, because I don't really want to start the digger up now and move that. I should do, but I'm going to try and dig underneath it, get a nice run out into here and plop, get that drainage set in there, and then we can start setting out for the other side. Okay, right, I'll set you up and let's get digging. Oh yeah, quickly, I'm so thankful that this is sand and not clay or chalk. Those, in my opinion, are the two worst things to dig, clay and chalk. Let me know down below. Clay, wet clay is a nightmare. Solid clay is also a nightmare. And chalk, yeah, let me know down below if you can think of any worse than clay or chalk, or anything that you've had to dig through that's been worse than that. It'd be interesting to hear. Right, okay, I'll set you up and we'll get digging. That was a hell of a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. Man, that was one hell of a dig. I dug it out by hand because I didn't want to have the digger come over here and sort of the manoeuvring of the digger make it collapse in, and I have to dig it all out again. So that's why I dug it by hand. But the other side, I think we are going to try and dig that out with the digger tomorrow. Unfortunately, I won't have enough time today because rain has sort of delayed things, and that took a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. While we're here, just check out this t-shirt, the Super Brickies Bro t-shirt. This is courtesy of Richie, aka the Blonde Brickie, over on Instagram. I'd just like to give him a big shout out and a thank you very much for sending over this t-shirt. If you are interested in this t-shirt, I'll leave a link down below to his Instagram and also to his merch store, so you can go and pick up one of these lovely t-shirts. He's also got a few other bits of Bricklane merch, so go and check that out as well. Give him a follow while you're over there and say hi. Right, it is sort of raining quite heavily now, and it is after 5 o'clock. This took, like I said, a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. So I'm going to jump off now, edit this and upload it. Hopefully it's up sort of in good amounts of time. Let me know down in the comments what sort of time are you watching this video. It'd be interesting to know. Anyway, I'll leave it there today, so I will see you all tomorrow. So take care and I'll see you then. Toodaloo.